I am currently selling my Bitcoin, and on today's video I will be discussing why I am currently doing this. So without any further ado, on today's video I will be discussing the most important charts. I will talk about the liquidation heat map because currently we can once again start to see that there is actually a massive amount of liquidity once again piling up above us. But more importantly, I will be discussing the most important charts on today's update video. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap off that like button on today's update video. Can we smash it back above 900 likes? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So Bitcoin indeed has been seeing a significant move towards the downside, but why am I selling my Bitcoin off right now? And to straight away answer this question, it is purely due to the fact that the Ethereum spot ETF is only 4 months out, because in an approximately 100 days from now on, the Ethereum spot ETF will be arriving, and at that point, I do expect that the Ethereum price action is going to be seeing a massive surge towards the upside. Also, there's going to be a massive Ethereum update that is going to come out, and also in approximately 4 months from now on. So this together with the ETF, I think that Ethereum could see a massive continuation back towards the upside from off this point onwards. So if we're approaching Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, you can currently clearly see that it is still hanging on support. Of course, it is still trading in somewhat of a downward sloping resist line, but I actually think that this is actually a good time to be stepping in towards Ethereum. So I have been decided to be selling off actually a bunch of my Bitcoin to right now step in towards Ethereum. So that is what I've been doing here recently. And more importantly, if you're looking at Ethereum on the bigger perspective, I think the upside potential as well is a little bit higher than compared to Bitcoin. Of course, I'm not selling off all my Bitcoin, but I do sold a portion in my portfolio towards Ethereum, since I do expect the gains could potentially be a little bit higher. So looking at that imminent short term on Bitcoin, we can currently see, of course, that we're still trading in this consolidation phase. And honestly, if Bitcoin were to be seeing a push towards the upside, I think that 44.6k is going to be the resistance to be looking at. Yesterday, we saw a small little push here, but Bitcoin straight away got rejected once again from the downward sloping resistance line. So currently looking at Bitcoin, you can clearly see we were trying to be breaking above 43,000 US dollars 500, but unfortunately we saw that rejection from off that point. And still, I do think that the next big support target for Bitcoin is going to be that level below us. And for me to really predict where Bitcoin is going to go towards that exact imminent short term, I still think that we're actually could still go a little bit higher before potentially having that move towards the downside. Because currently sitting around 43.4k, we have about an approximately 200 million US dollars in Bitcoin liquidity. And honestly, usually what tends to happen is that Bitcoin tends to grab the liquidity and then move towards the next region. So since there is right now an approximately 200 million US dollars in Bitcoin short liquidations laying around 43.4k, I could be expecting that we're first going to be seeing this slight push towards the upside before potentially moving down again, or before pushing up even higher and then moving down again for Bitcoin, of course. So that is my expectation right now in the imminent short term. You can clearly see that Bitcoin is still listening towards all my most important support and resistance levels, and once we're breaking either above the resistance or below support, that is where I'm expecting a next big move is going to be happening for Bitcoin. So I said this already approximately a week ago while Bitcoin was sitting around 48 to 49,000 US dollars. There is still a lot of untapped liquidity in this Bitcoin region right here. And once Bitcoin is going to be tapping in towards this liquidity, that is the point where I want to be opening up my next big trade here on Bitcoin. So for me, I just need to be a little bit more patient before I'm going to be opening up that trade, but it is going to be happening any moment right now here. So while Bitcoin is indeed still sitting around 42,000 US dollars right now here, I'm going to be opening up my orders around 39.7k, like I showed you many times before here on the channel. I am like a lion. I just wait for the prey to come to me. And you have to understand, as a trader, you don't want to be rushing in towards your trades. No, you want the trade to come to you. So that is what I've been doing for quite a while right now. I'm sitting on the sidelines and waiting for me to be opening up the next trade. So if you want to be staying up to date about my next trade, don't forget to subscribe to the channel first of all. And of course, make sure to check out BYBIT in the link description of today's video, where you can be trading crypto. And if you do so, if you go to the link description of today's video, you can actually claim a free 1,000 US dollars position. And all you need to do for that is go to the link description of today's video, click on that link below, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and then you could already claim that free $1,000 position, what is of course absolutely massive, since the only required deposit is $100, and you can literally read it here on the conditions on how to be claiming it. And on top of that, guys, if you can't trade on BYBIT due to KYC reasons, check out bitfinex, where you can trade without KYC, and they're giving you a 10% cashback if you sign up an account using that link below. So yeah, if you want to be trading, make sure to go there. But if we're looking at Bitcoin right now here, we can actually start to see that we're of course creating that massive bearish divergence. So Bitcoin is still creating a massive bearish divergence, and honestly, this bearish divergence on Bitcoin already played out, so I am currently not all too worried about that. But of course, if we're looking at Bitcoin and in terms of the USDT market cap, we can currently see that indeed we are seeing a large inflow of new liquidity in the market. And like you can see, if I'm starting to zoom out here, the more liquidity flows in towards the market, the higher Bitcoin goes here. And in the bear market, we start to see that liquidity was flowing out of the market. But now again, we're starting to see new liquidity come in towards the market. And that is, of course, a very good thing for Bitcoin, and of course, a very good thing for the ecosystem overall. So it's just a matter of time before Bitcoin is going to be seeing new all-time highs. So it is just all about timing in the market. So here, on that weekly time frame, we can also see that we're creating an inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin, and this pattern actually has got a price target sitting around $72,000. And you can clearly see we formed that left shoulder right here, that head right here on the lower side, and that right shoulder. And after we had that breakout of the right shoulder on Bitcoin, we saw that massive continuation towards the upside. So indeed, maybe we are going to see some sideways consolidation for Bitcoin before moving further, but this pattern is a massive bullish pattern that's currently breaking out. And of course, like you can see here, I think that the main resistance for Bitcoin to be breaking is just once we do break above that $48,000, because once we do break above $48,000, that is the point we are breaking above the most critical resistance in this entire trend. And I would say that if Bitcoin break above the $48,000, it would confirm the next Bitcoin bull run. So this is what I will be looking at for Bitcoin. We saw a massive rejection on the previous candle. I've been talking about this level numerous times before. So yeah, this is the level to be looking at for Bitcoin, and if we're breaking it, you will be, of course, the first one to know here on the channel. So thanks so much for watching towards the amazing new update video. Make sure to slap up that like button, guys. I am going big in towards Ethereum right now, because that spot ETF is going to be the thing that is going to be driving the markets up in the coming period in the market. So this is it for me in today's update video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.